B.
Yep. Oh, what's going on, guys? I'm Tristan.
And I'm Adrian, and we are Utmost Hip Hop.
Today, we're going to be discussing our favorite mumble rapper.
Let's get started.
Straight out the jungle. This real rap, no mumble. I know some hoes with good head, fuck a tutor. So many hunters out the hell, I'm gonna lose them. Put me in the jacket, on the rape, and now I'm cool. Play with my money, I'ma let them in.
What's going on, guys? My favorite mumble rapper is Young Thug.
And I picked Migos.
You know, I have to say, starting this video, neither of us are a huge fan of mumble rap. Even the artists we do pick, we do have obvious flaws for them.
Right.
Doing this review is almost like a Febreze commercial, where it's like we're trying to like spray over like positives, but it's just trying to cover up garbage.
I'll tell you, yeah, I mean,
That's really all it is.
I think the whole like stigma of it was like, is mumble rap real hip hop? I think it is.
I mean, for 5 minutes until the Febreze runs out, and then it's just the garbage again.
Yeah, I think it is, and no, I'm not a huge fan of mumble rap. I'm not a huge fan of any mumbling, or especially auto tunes. I hate auto tunes. Like, it just destroys any song. It's just fake. It's robotic. It sounds like Siri. It sounds like if you put rap lyrics into Siri. That's.
I think autotune can work at little pieces, especially in choruses. I don't mind it as much as you do, but it shouldn't be in your verses.
I just don't like it in choruses either. I don't.
Okay.
If you can't sing, embrace that you can't sing. Don't try and like fix it through auto tunes. But yeah, going back to the whole mumble thing, I think as far as mumble rap, I think Migos is the group that's doing it the best right now. I think they've been doing it. It feels like they've been doing it before a lot of these other guys. And
well, I think they're more trap artists that incorporate mumble rap into their songs.
well, it's definitely
often.
trap. I think most just set that down anywhere. It's fine. I think.
Crack my phone.
Did you break your phone?
No, I'm good.
Okay. I think most mumble is trap. Just the style of the song, the style.
Yeah,
of
it
the
definitely
beats.
goes hand in hand, and Migos does it hand in hand. I don't know
They
if
do,
it
yeah.
well hand in hand, but they do it.
Yeah,
and-
I think it's trap, and then mumble is more of the flow, the style, the flow, the
yeah.
you know, the
Okay.
way that they're spitting their bars is mumble, because you can't understand what they're saying. Now there's been other artists in the past before mumble rap was a thing. There was like Bone Thugs and Harmony. There was a guy on Bone Thugs and Harmony that would rap super fast, and you didn't really understand what he was saying. There's always been guys that would throw in words that are not really, like, they're not real words. Nonsense, a little bit of mumbling. There's always been a little bit of that. But to take that small portion of a song and make it the entirety of the song, or 90% or the majority of the song is just straight mumbling and not being able to understand what the artist is saying, I'm not a fan of it. It's just too much. It's too much mumbling. I can when I hear like a trap song, let's say, and there's actually decent rapping, and then there's just mumbling here and there, like, it's fine.
Especially in choruses, I feel like it's acceptable in choruses.
In choruses, yeah, I like the mumbling in choruses is fine. Speaking of choruses, the one thing I like about Migos is they always bring good choruses. They always have a good hook. It's catchy. They're more mainstream. I think Migos is far more mainstream and appealing, and they're just doing it better.
Yeah, no.
They're far more tolerable than any other mumble rap or trap or whatever you want to say.
When I look at
artist
the
out
whole
there.
mumble rap game, we have these guys like 21 Savage, Kodak Black, Uzi Vert that are just boring and
21 Savage is that's a hard listen. It's not easy. It's a task.
He's terrible. Yeah, he's awful.
He's very redundant and just repetitive.
Boring.
I feel like 21 Savage does better when he's on someone else's track, or when it's more of a collabo thing and you don't get all of 21 Savage.
He's like the part of the song you skip, honestly, 21 Savage. But my point is, yeah, we have these artists, like we were saying, 21 Savage is just really boring. Migos to me is just annoying. I appreciate the energy that he's trying to bring, even though the flow is super boring and he's just annoying. All of them, all three of them. Quavo maybe being an exception on a couple songs. But Young Thug's just always an interesting listen. Whether you like it or not, he's an interesting listen.
Yeah, Young Thug, he's interesting. He's a character, and I like that he's a character, and you can see that in his music. But it's just not. It's just too much. It's too much mumble. It's too much. It doesn't have substance. I feel like his music, even though you see like his personality come out and that's cool, but it just doesn't have enough substance. I feel like he's actually pretty repetitive.
He's catchy. He has really catchy hooks. He's really catchy, and he draws you in. He can't keep me there, but he draws you in initially.
Well, we all know that you're a closet mumble fan.
Yeah, definitely. Sure.
But I think Migos, they are far more advanced than any other mumble or trap artist out there right now.
When I listen to a Migos song, I just hope that there's a feature like Cardi B or Nicki Minaj, like Motorsport.
Well, that's
trying to save the song.
Okay,
that's just my opinion.
Yeah, well, I mean, Culture 2.
Oh God, don't even.
Not as good as the first one. I don't even know if Culture. I wouldn't even call Culture 2 an album. It just feels more of like a mixtape. There's like 24 tracks on that.
24, yeah.
There's just a lot of fat that needed to be cut out. But
it's called the whole album. Just
the whole album.
It's like Dre and Detox.
But I think if I can focus just on the what I feel like is their real album would be Culture. Was it track 4, Bad and Bougie, super catchy. Just there's just the hooks on it is catchy. There are times where there's like actual like real rap where you can understand what they're saying. There's like actual bars and a decent flow going. I mean, it doesn't last very long, but you see parts of that, which is what I feel is like actual rap talent, which I feel like is lacking a lot in mumble rap, because I feel like they hide behind the mumble, and they just don't bring the actual rap skills and flow that we've come to expect in rap. Seeing how rap has progressed and how a lot of modern rap artists now are just like so skilled, like just so super skilled, and the stuff that I first listened to in the 80s, and I first what I grew up listening to was, it was fun, it was creative because nobody was doing it, but it was still far more simple than what we bring now. But at the same time, it's like this new stuff, this mumble stuff, it feels like it's just they hide behind the mumble. It's like they
with some of Migos lyrics. You okay there, buddy?
I'm all right. I'm just choking on your words over there.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense anyways. With some of Migos lyrics, I kind of wish I couldn't understand them. So, I mean, when they do that they'll say a line and then they'll echo it in like every single song on every single line. That is the most annoying thing I've ever heard in my life. And it's not even to draw
that's
emphasis.
like-
It's not like to draw emphasis anymore. They'll say it on the most random things, like on T-shirt. They'll say same color shirt, and he goes white.
Yeah, I mean,
What is that?
That's something that I feel like would be good on a song or two. But yeah, they definitely
They do
overdo
on
that.
pretty much every song.
Yeah,
pretty
it's
much
just-
every line.
It's just overdone, but that's my whole point about mumble rap. It's just very overdone. It's just too much. It's like just putting a pound of frosting on a cupcake. It's just too much of one thing.
You can never have too much frosting, but okay.
Yeah, it's just too sugary. But and that's the whole thing. And I look, I still feel like Migos is the best in their subgenre. They're doing it the best, and not only are they doing it the best, but I feel like because they actually have real rap skill, that they're gonna progress with the times. They're gonna progress with the culture. No pun intended. They're gonna progress with once mumble rap is like a thing right now. Just like gangster rap, the G-Funk era, just like the bling bling era. That was like a thing. That was a thing that came and go. It contributed to the culture. Again, no pun intended. It contributed to the hip hop culture. But it's something that came and went, and I think mumble rap is going to come and go. I think in the future we will hear influences of mumble rap in future artists, but it won't be as like it's just straight mumble the whole song. And this is the point I'm trying to make here. This is why I feel like Migos is the best, because they're already showing progression where it's like, okay, yeah, we mumble, but I feel like they're starting to move away from that. I think if any mumble artist can do that, they can do it. They can move away and implement other styles and other facets of hip hop, and not just be like, we're just going to be straight mumbling all the time and nothing else. It's like that Culture 2. What is it? What's that track? Real Rap, No Mumble. That one line.
It's like, hold on, I actually screenshotted it. It's just an N. What is it called?
Narcos.
Narcos, yeah.
Narcos. Real Rap, No Mumble.
As they mumble in that song, but
As they mumble in the song, but they also
they don't emphasize it as much.
well they
especially
also
anymore.
there's well I think it's Quavo is the one that actually just spits on that song and just has a decent verse in there.
I think it's really funny how in the beginning of this you're saying, they have really catchy choruses.
They have catchy choruses.
Yeah, do you want me to tell you one of their choruses? Ready? Hannah Montana, Hannah Montana, Hannah Montana, Hannah
Super
Montana,
catchy.
Hannah Montana, Hannah Montana.
That's
That's what you're supporting.
that's
Versace.
That's one of those
This
things.
is the type of creativity that you're supporting right now.
It's not creative, no, but
It's not creative at all.
It's catchy, and it's one of those things that it gets stuck in your head. It gets stuck in your head, and I think, okay, mumble rap as a whole lacks creativity. It does, and they, like I said,
That's why I love Young Thug so much. Not that he's creative mind or anything like that, but his voice is different and it keeps me interested. Rather than Migos isn't boring, but they're annoying as hell. With their whole
I just feel
echo
like
the word after, mobile, water, and just like random crap
I think they're just
is on
gonna
every single line.
I think they're gonna progress. I can see that. I think they have the talent to progress.
They can't go down. They can only go up. So it's
you can't go lower than much of these guys. But I think they're gonna progress, and I think they're always gonna have mumble. They're always gonna have that style. But I feel like they have the talent to go and do something different in the next few years. Even though I think Culture 2 was a step back in a way, just because it was just too much. It was way too long, very repetitive.
yeah, the tracks sound really similar.
A lot of similar tracks. A lot of it was just.
I feel like that's with all their songs. Honestly, they have the same little, da 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 da.
as
that they think
as
is
much
cool.
of them do. Young Thug, whoever, Little Uzi Vert.
I mean, Young Thug doesn't have the same repetitive flow. He's definitely mixes it up throughout songs, so you can't have that on Thug.
He'll mix it up. Migos mixes up the flow. There's 3 of them. I mean, when they do the back and forth, you can tell.
Oh yeah, no, of course, but they still have the bass. Da 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 da. White. Da 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 da. Cereal. Da 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 da. Vegetables. Da 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 da. It's just
Right.
flooring. Like it's pointless. They just
pointless.
have pointless
Yeah,
echoes
but
on every
okay.
single line
So
that
you
I
think
don't care about.
you think Young Thug's going to be relevant in 5 years?
I think, well, maybe I think we could establish both of them suck. But which one can I tolerate? The question to me is, who can I tolerate the most? And that's Young Thug. I can listen to Young Thug for 5-10 minutes and be like, this is kind of catchy. I can appreciate it. Then I can move on. I don't want to kill myself after.
I think because Migos is fun. It's catchy. They have catchy hooks. I think that's something that you can tolerate. It's they bring the party, which is a part of hip hop. The party, the fun, that aspect of it. They bring that, and I think for what they're doing for their subgenre, I think that's more than what a lot of other mumble trap artists are doing. It's they bring the club music, the music you can hear in the club, the music that you don't have to think about it. You play it in your car, you drive fast. It's just that's what it is, and that's what they bring, and I think they're doing that better than anyone else right now.
When I was reviewing Migos, and pretty similar with Young Thug, and I was driving and listening to it because when I listen to my music, I drive a lot. I feel like I can understand it more and get into the mood more when I'm driving.
Right.
Whenever I would come to a stoplight, I would turn the music down because I was so embarrassed to listen to such terrible music.
Yeah.
And this just goes for both artists, honestly. With Young Thug, too, a little less on the Young Thug end, more on the Migos, just because Migos is, like I was saying before, annoying, repetitive, dull flow, and then they try to, be hype with their beats and their, stupid screeching after each line, but...
Well, it's all about, for them, it's all about the catchiness. It's all about the party, the fun, just having fun with it. I don't think Migos is an artist, or they're not a group, or individually they're not artists that take themselves seriously in a way of we're super serious, thoughtful, insightful, deep rap.
Clearly.
They're not trying to do that. They're just trying to have fun. They're bringing that part of hip hop back that is missing in a lot of the stuff, and I like that part, and it's fine. I'm not a huge fan of them, but I can listen. I have a few favorite songs. I like Narcos. I like Narcos. Probably the only Narcos and Motorsport. Probably the only 2 I liked off of Culture 2.
So you liked about 8% of the album? Is that what you're saying? What's that?
Yeah, maybe.
1/12.
Yeah, 1/12.
What is that? 1/12, and that's 8% of the album. You're saying you like, and this is the guys you're supporting.
8% of Culture 2. Yes.
Of their new release of what they are right now. 8%.
8% of Culture 2. Yes, but the other album before that, Culture, maybe 50% of that. I thought it was okay. Maybe not that much. 30% was decent.
Okay, yeah, no, that's respectable for
But with Young Thug, it was too boring for me. It was just like even though yes, his personality comes out in it, like I said before, but I couldn't listen to it. It just wasn't palatable. It was like bland. It just wasn't enough. He didn't bring anything to his music that interests me.
I mean, I think you can look at songs like Digits and be like, oh yeah, it's a really catchy song. I enjoy listening to Digits,
Right.
Maybe once every 6 months, I can listen to Digits and be like, oh, okay, that was kind of catchy to listen to once. I'm not going to listen to it again for a long time, but it was really catchy and I actually enjoyed myself. I didn't want to.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why he's better, because I can tolerate him a little more.
I'll give you that,
has
but
a
he's
different
not.
kind of
He
vocals
doesn't.
to it.
He doesn't have as a rap artist. He doesn't have the skill enough to go beyond where he's at right now. He just
None of
doesn't.
them have
I
great
think-
technical rap skills.
Yeah. Well,
Either
I
of us
think
can
I
say
think
that.
I think Migos would be. I would put my money on them over anyone else in their subgenre who could develop and bring something else. I'm pretty confident that if they keep on the right track, they can do that. Again, Culture 2, Disappointment. I felt like that was just thrown together. I felt like that was just like a bunch of tracks they had laying around, and they said, "Well, let's just make money off of this and just throw it all on one album." This is like stuff they've probably made in the past few years, and they just clumped it all together. But I think if they really,
I think it's a really accurate description of Migos right there. Just clumped it all together.
yeah. But I think if they sit down and they really spend time, I can see that
They don't have to. That's the thing. They don't have to.
I can see the potential of greater things to come, and I don't see that with Young Thug.
Well, I don't think they really put the time that you're saying that they need to. They don't have to do it. They can put out the same songs. It's still gonna sell. It doesn't matter. They're Migos. It's still gonna sell.
But it's probably.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
I
just
don't.
the truth.
I don't
it's
think.
the sad truth, but it's gonna sell.
I don't think Culture 2 is gonna do as good as Culture. I don't think so. I don't like. I'd be surprised if it does. I don't see how it would. I think maybe initially, because I feel like it was a pretty highly anticipated album for their fans. But I think there's going to be disappointment in that, and I think in their whatever comes out after Culture 2, I think they need to step it up if they don't want to lose fans. But I feel like they have the talent and the potential to do so. I don't think Young Thug does. He just is not on the same level as Migos.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna go around here defending Young Thug like he's anywhere near where the average of the rap game is right now. I'm obviously not gonna say anything about Migos, but I mean, I think just, the point is what I've been saying this whole time is who's worse. That's really what it comes down to.
Who's worse?
None of them are good. None of them are good.
Young Thug is worse because he doesn't have the talent that Migos does. That's my point. He doesn't have the talent. They're both not super talented. They both don't show that they have talent. But I just think Migos does have a talent that they're not tapping into. And I think that they will. I think they'll figure it out. They'll tap into it. They'll progress. As the music progresses, as time goes, they will progress with that.
I don't think it will. I don't think either of them really. I don't want to say they don't care about their careers. I'm not going to say that. But I mean, think about the video, the Young Thug video, where he didn't show up for any of his shots.
There you go.
They don't care. They put out track. They put out track on these beats, and then they do their thing, and then they make money. That's it. It doesn't have to be good.
Yeah, as if
it doesn't have to be thought provoking. It doesn't have to be any of this.
As if they don't take it seriously enough. Yeah, I could see that. But
the fans
they're having
of them
fun.
are still gonna buy it.
They're having fun and they're making money, having fun, and what they're doing now, either Young Thugs or Migos or whoever we're talking about, what they're doing now is a part of hip hop, and I think that is something that is gonna they're putting their stamp, they're leaving their mark, and that's something that's always going to be a part of it, no matter what.
I don't think any of their names will be remembered.
Not their names. I'm talking about
mumble rap.
Mumble rap. Their style,
rap.
What they're doing. As much as there's a lot of people out there that hate mumble rap. As much as you would hate that music, hate that style, subgenre, whatever you want to call it, they're part of the culture. They're putting a stamp on it. They're making their mark, and it's going to be forever. It's always going to be there. There's going to be future artists that are going to be inspired by that and create their own style. And it's just how the music has changed and evolved. You don't have to like every part of it. You don't have to like every style, every subgenre, every artist, but everybody contributes. That's the beauty of it. But I just feel like as things change, I feel like Migos is going to change with it. And I think the mumble rap artists that don't do that, they're just going to get left behind when they just want to just stick with their straight mumble trap music, whatever. People are going to get tired of it and they're going to get left behind. You got to adapt.
And they're going to take their money, they're going to chill out, and that's going to be it. They're going to be okay. I don't think any of them in the mumble rap game are thinking, "Oh, I want to be, great. I want to be, known one day." They don't. That's not what they're about. They're about making the quick dollar.
The quick dollar, yeah. I mean, that's why a lot of the dudes get into it. But at the same time, and for the love of the music too, the creativity that they want to express in the form of expression. But I think I
mean, if you look at Migos, they have an album. They'll have stuff out 2 or 3 coming out every single year. You look at someone like Eminem, who comes out with an album once every 3 years,
and that just goes to show you.
Yeah, it's just what I'm saying. It's just put out as much as I can to make as much as I can. That's what it's about.
I agree with you.
I get the bag in football and tumble it. You get the bag in whatever he says.
I think that's what a lot of them are doing. They're just
exactly
they're hustling it and they're making money off of it, and that's what's important to them now. But money doesn't last forever. If they want to stay in the game to make money, they're gonna have to adapt because people are gonna get tired of it.
I mean, even Young Thug. I'm looking here to see what he came out. So obviously, I'm not familiar with most of his work. He had 2 in 2017 so far, or not so far, but already passed. 2 in 2017, 3 in 2016. It's like they're just bringing out a bunch of EPs that don't take a lot of time.
Mixtapes. I think they're not leaving anything, on the editing room floor or they're not leaving any tracks. Like you'll hear of like an artist that has like 30, 40 tracks that have never been released because they just didn't feel like it was the time to release them. They weren't good enough or whatever. But I think these guys are they're putting everything out because everything is money.
Kind of a final kind of deal. How do you feel about Lifestyle? Young Thug's kind of, I want to say breakout, but is really big. That's how I found about him, was through Lifestyle, that song.
Lifestyle, probably one of his more catchier songs, I would say. But I mean, it's still something you don't. It's something that you can listen to. It's catchy, but it's just not.
1,005 on the Visa card.
I mean, I just. What else can I say about it? It's catchy. It's got a catchiness to it, but that's all it is. And that's all what most of this music is to me. Most of this mumble
like
music
I said,
is.
I feel like
it's good.
It's
good. It's good when it's catchy, but the point I'm trying to make is which one of these guys are going to be able to adapt to be able to continue making music in the future, because mumble rap is not forever. It's not, and eventually the whoever's listening to it, they'll either start liking new stuff, different stuff, or new artists, or something different, something new, something fresh, and the other guys are gonna get left behind.
Well, that does it for us, guys. Tell us what you think in the comments. We're logging out.
All right, see ya.